Hi folks, today we're going to have a look at this tiny little thing by Lumintop, a GT Micro. Just to give you an idea of the size, let's compare it to a cigarette lighter, and then perhaps what's considered to be a kind of normal EDC type carry, although it does have quite a larger lens than one would normally find on your everyday carry type torch, and there is a reason for that, which I'll come to in a moment. But let's have a quick look at some of the obvious features. We've got a green light there. That obviously creates a very minimal battery drain, but it's quite handy for finding the on and off button at night. I quite like that. It's powered by one 14500 battery. You can't, as you can with some of these 14500 lights, run it on an AA as well. It has to be a 14500, and by default, you can change this, but by default it's a ramping UI. So we press and hold the button and it will go up and then back down again to its maximum on its ramp, which is about 70% of its full power. We can double left click at any point to take us to turbo. Overall, a really nice little neat light, and it comes with some useful accessories if you want to buy the extras. It doesn't come with a this little holster or stand. You can pick that up if you want it as well. So let's have a look at the specs. They do two versions, the natural white and the cool white. This particular one I've got here is the natural white, so it's a little bit more of an orangey yellow colour. 1000 lumens, that's a lot. So 70%, so 700 lumens on its ramping mode and 1000 lumens on its turbo with a 400 metre throw. That's pretty impressive. I did note it's IP65, the 5 being probably the most important. Don't immerse in liquids. It's not waterproof. It's splash resistant. So that's the only thing that immediately jumped out at me, but I'm not particularly concerned with that, to be honest with you. And I've just mentioned there the ramping UI. That's not the only one that you can use. You can change the UI on there and have a sort of a low, medium, high, or whatever it is that you may want on it. But what was really interesting, how can we get such a tiny little thing like this that's going to throw 400 meters? Okay, well, you know what, let's take it out and we shall see. Hi folks, I've got the Lumintop Micro. You can see the little green button there. It's very easy to find, the on and off. Let's ramp it down. As you can see, it's quite a fast ramp. Its maximum power output is 1000 lumens, and on its variable mode, this ramping mode, it'll go up to 70%, so roughly about 700 lumens. Let's have a look around. As you can see, it's putting out a decent amount of light, and as we look down that path there, going out towards 100 meters, it's not just quite doing that, but for such a tiny little thing, the output on this is just absolutely amazing. And as you can see, it's immensely bright. I can just hear something behind me there. So, no, I can't see anything. And if we pop it up to turbo, yeah, don't know what my dog's barking at. Probably something creeping up behind me, is always the case. Yeah, so sorry, we're on turbo now, and as we can see, it's reaching out very well now down that path. Just absolutely amazed as to how they've managed to get so much light out of such a tiny little thing. It does get a little bit warm. It's not yet, but it doesn't hold its turbo mode for that great amount of time, and it all depends on the temperature in which you're using it, of course. But I've been very happy with it. You know, you don't get many torches of this size that put out kind of this kind of power. Okay folks, thank you very much. Folks, got the Lumintop now just where we can start to put a little bit of distance on. That's around 30 metres, something like that. I'm standing a bit closer to that tree line than I normally do. But as I move out along the side of this lake here to 150 metres there, to me it's lighting that up okay to my eye. I think the camera's struggling to pick that up, but I'd kind of say 150 metres, that's getting towards its limit now. The far side of the lake, that's 250 metres and barely. It is a little bit of a misty overcast night though, so I don't want to be too unfair to it, but I think about 150 seems to be about right. And as I come further back down, it's kind of 100 there. Yeah. Nevertheless, still very, very impressive and very, very bright. Catch you later folks.